Hello and welcome. We're going to do the applications for Bassai and the 3 Nihanchi forms. So we'll start with Bassai and we'll work our way up just the way it does in the syllabus. So what we'll do is we'll do the grabs first and then we'll do the punches and we'll do all 4 in that particular order. So we'll start with grabs first of all. Okay, so always bow before we start. Yeah. Okay, so right hand is going to my left lapel. So just going straight across so it's not grabbing diagonally here. Okay, so the first thing I need to do is secure the hand. Okay, I need to get control more with the thumb than anything else. I can grab the wrist, but it doesn't really control anything, it can still move around. Okay, trying to keep the hand planted still. So I'm going to use my little finger first, pull it in, there. And then I'll put the pressure on by tucking my elbow. If I have it like this, if Laura pulls her hand back, because she's got a lot of position there. If I pull my elbow down, I have a lot more control. Okay? So if she pulls me forward completely. So I'm going to keep that control from there. Now, next thing is I'm going to shift my body weight for a knife hand position. So my foot comes forwards, in, and I'm applying the pressure back of my hand here into the arm and push over as much as I can. Okay, so again, right hand, left, right arm forward, push over, there and out.
For those of you who are a little bit smaller and weaker in this exchange, bear in mind if you can't move them, what you can do is create the angle yourself. So if you've got someone who's a lot bigger than you, if you can't push in here, it makes sense for you to step out and cut the angle yourself. The result is the same, but it's just that some of the bigger guys, particularly if you're a girl, you're not going to move them.
Okay, so in, through, out, push across. Now I'm stamping to the front leg. I don't want to try and reach that back leg the whole time. Okay, I'm going to pick the knee up here so I've got an effective stance so I can hit the back of the leg. If I just do this, I'm just tickling the front of the shin. Up, stamp to put pressure on. Then I can bring this hand back and keep their weight on there so it's more difficult. They can turn around towards the back, but I'm not staying forever. Both thumbs on, fingers down. Push, break the grip, step round. Again, my right foot's going backwards and my left foot will come across to get myself in line. I don't want to go this way, that's a rear naked choke. So, stamp, across, left foot comes to here, and lock up. Okay? So we just go for the lock there. Again, once you get used to it and you want to expand it, you can change it for a throw or something else as well. So, once more, right hand to left hand on. In, step, push, or just transfer my weight forwards. Pick my leg up, stamp to the back of the leg, hand on, snatch, over, lock. And then at full speed. There. Okay? And obviously with the grab, you do the other side exactly the same thing with there. Okay, so just nice and quickly, left hand to the right hand side, right hand goes on, left goes in, push over, knee up, stamp, both hands there, land, pull it round so I go down to get a big circular motion, over and lock. Okay, so you see where the elbow is here on my shoulder, this way here is that there. Okay, so Bassai punch. So it's a double punch this time, so I take 1 step, 2 punches. So again, measure up from here, so I'm going to step back, my right, here. So I step forward and punch, inside to outside block, inside to out, back, right foot comes forwards, goes round, controls, pull down, okay, secure that position there, and then knee into the face. Yeah. So exactly the same side again, right arm and leg back, hey, 1, 2, stay in the spot, Laura blocks on the spot, steps in, twist around, okay, get to the angle, controls the arm, okay, control the back, and then drive the knee in to the face. So full speed. Hey! Opposite side. Hey! So that's Bassai punch. So remember, 1 step, 2 punches, and then depending on the range of the person punching towards you, dictates how far you have to step. Me and Laura are a similar sort of height, so she's going to just take a step back and get herself into a comfortable position. If they're significantly taller than you, then it may be worth stepping forwards to block, because if someone's tall and you're punching really far back, you're going to have to shuffle yourself into position. Alternatively, if they're really short compared to you, you could just be blocking on the spot because they do all the work.
It's worth mentioning, you do have to move your feet somewhere in this. You can't, because if you do this, what's going to happen is there's no base, but again, it's relative. I quite often step in because really the dangerous point of any punch is there. So if I'm here, I'm out of it, and if I'm here, it's nullified. I have got to watch for headbutts here, but at this stage of the game, I'm centre line and the shots are nullified. So please do make sure you're in some sort of stance before you start blocking things. Don't just pelvis forward neutral.
Okay. Okay, so now we're going to do Nihanchi Chodan applications. We'll start with a grab first of all. First thing, side was on. Okay, so I'm facing forwards. Master Dre is also facing forwards. This is my right hand. Master Dre's left hand's going to grab here. Okay, now again, you can end up in further positions apart. You start from here. First thing you need to do, just like Bassai, I need to secure the hand. Okay, again, I'm not just grabbing the wrist up here because the grip can be lost and rolled over. Okay, I'm most importantly trying to keep control of the thumb and the back of the knuckles. So get this. And again, this hand is going to come towards me into here, because then I have a lot more strength to sit into the position than I do if I'm out like this, and then it's a fight over here, awkwardly. So pull it in. Right hand, left. My left hand goes on top, getting control of that thumb. Little finger first to get maximum grip and strength, then pull it in. Now I'm going to roll the elbow up, this way here. So again, this is part of where I'm going across. Apply the pressure there, and I'm going across the top of the elbow. So I don't want to go too far because I get this, and it goes out. And I also don't want to go here because I miss it entirely. So I've got to get elbow slightly above there, and I'm going to transfer my weight across the yaw. Remember, in Nihanchis, you always step in front here, and apply the pressure on. I've taken my elbow in, so now I can use my abs, or abdominals, to push down onto the arm. My right foot here is going to step in, back fist of the head, goes round, controls here. Okay. Now I know in the form the elbow goes to the hand, okay, but obviously there's the head, so you want to go control elbow to the head, drag control the arm. So I don't want to go here and go like this, so the arm can come back, elbow, drag control the arm, okay, and then I'm sit into the hips, and then I'm going to look. Okay, so you see I'm leaning slightly forward to keep the weight through the back of the head there. So if I come up like this, Laura can stand up, and then she can start flipping me over and grabbing legs and take double leg takedown. So here, okay, now on the right hand, I'm going to punch across and use my hips, so my feet are going to turn. If I keep this hinge, do that, I'm working against myself. If I twist, you see there's a lot more momentum. So my feet are going to go, keep control of those wrists, I can lift back. So that's going to get extra leverage with the arm, through. So again, left hand right, secure, up, step, pressure there, in, back fist to the face, round, control the head, left hand elbows. Again, I'm going across the elbow here. I'm keeping this open just for the principle of controlling the chin. Okay, you can hold the head if you feel a bit more comfortable there, but it does, for me, feels a little bit more awkward, so I can put the pressure down, elbow, come across, lift. This hand punch here, twist my feet. So using that pivot, so I can use my hips, through and round. Okay, so full speed. There's the grab. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so just so you can see it from the back, left hand, let's go here. So control, right foot goes through, pressure, step in, back fist, round the head, elbow, grab, lift and pull, through and round. And well controlled. Okay, so that's the grab. Now the punch. Okay, so the returning wave kick of Nihanchi Chodan. So I'm going to be punching with the right first. Again, if you need to measure up if you need to. I step back, hit. Okay, and I'll step in. Now, I want to come forward, think Nihanchi Chodan. There. Just on the outside of the arm and blocks in. Okay, yeah. Hand is here, just like the Nihanchi movement there. And look at the angle created, so it's a 90-degree angle going from facing towards me to 90 degrees onto the side. This is going to allow for the foot sweep to be in a more effective position. Okay, control the arm, comes in, across the face, you can control with the dough buck if you need to. Foot comes up and down. So again, hey,
Hey!
step out to create the angle so your head is off the line. Control, through, grip, sweep, and down, and into the position. So full speed, hey,
Hey!
and the opposite side, so my left hand goes back, hey,
Hey!
cross, through, down. Okay. And that was Nihanchi Chodan. So grab and punch. Okay, Nihanchi Edan applications. Personally, I think these are the easiest out of all of them to learn because they're very short, very basic, not too complicated at all. So first of all, the grab is a double lapel grab. So two hands grabbing up to here. Okay. Most people will have the thumbs on the inside. Depending on the size of the person, strength, weight, or whatever, this can change the way you may have to do it. If you've got someone who's a lot smaller, weaker than you, it's going to be a lot easier to kind of just go here, just drop, boom, go straight from there, because you probably break the grip. If you've got someone who's got a decent grip onto you here, it can be a little bit different. Okay, so we're going to assume, worst case scenario, someone's got a decent grip. Thumbs in, rotated through onto the dough box. So again, look at the difference here. Relax it, pull it in. There. That is significantly easy to pull off compared to that. Okay? Okay, so I'm getting pressure onto this bit here. I took my elbows in and dropped my weight. Also, what I'll be wary of is the headbutt. Now, most people in class don't headbutt. Okay, you may have one or two psychos every now and then. Okay, but I want to keep my chin tucked just in case I pull to here and the head flings forward. Okay, otherwise you can headbutt each other. If I do that and they're relaxed and they headbutt me, that's their fault for being too relaxed. Okay, so my right foot slightly forward. It's going to help my position. My right hand's going to be in front here. Control the wrist and pull down. I'm sinking my hips by bending my knees. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. Okay, I'm dropping here. See a little shuffle back to get the weight to go down. Okay, and then if I need to, if there's a good grip here, I'm going to grab hold of the jacket, snatch off, then push. Okay? Again, it can be a push, you can do it as like a shuffle punch. Alternatively, I go to here, again, right hand in front, right leg slightly forward, drop my weight down, and then I just apply pressure straight to the throat, so don't worry about the grip, I just go and extend from here. Again, because your hand's in the centre, you have that slight more range and be able to push. But obviously depending on height. If the person in front of you is a giant, you might get to here and push them and they'll just still be holding on to you. So that's where the breaking the grips become important. So full speed.
Sorry, I've ruined it.
Doesn't matter. It's got little tags on it. So in, drop, through it, break, push. Okay? So, very simple. From the front it looks like this. 1, 2. And the only difference is you may need to break the grip if you need to. Okay, opposite side, left leg forward, slightly sit yourself down. You start here, but immediately adjust yourself to make it easy for yourself. Left hand in front, drop, grip, break, push. Okay, so that's Edan. Grab, Edan punch.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
This is my beef because this is the one I see most commonly done wrong. As in, not the way any of us are teaching it,
Okay.
bizarrely.
Okay, so measure up as normal. So from here, I step back, right arm, leg first, hey, go step, punch, head moves off to the side. Again, don't want to stay there, want the double insurance of using the hand and moving the face. It's a lot easier to defend your face if it's not in a position where it's going to get punched. Okay, control from there. So this is Laura's left hand against my right. Okay, and then well, what we've done is we've punched to the here. Okay, or into the armpit. Realistically speaking,
Oh yeah, realistically.
you're going for an uppercut here. Okay? Now it's one of those things that where we did this originally when we first started out and people weren't controlling it and getting to here. But now we've sort of realised that people are senior enough that they can control a punch to the face. So if you want to do it to the face, controlled, obviously, people like the face, do it to the chin. It makes a lot more sense than uppercutting an arm. So again, hey, slip, uppercut to the arm, or bang to the face. Again, you're uppercutting past the length of the arm. Don't do this. You're not bowling. Okay? It's a little short. The shorter the uppercut is, the more effective it is. Okay, other side so you get the idea of the angle. So I step back with the left, hey, steps out, blocks, and then uppercuts to the face or to the arm, depending on where you want to work. Okay?
So the thing we see most commonly with Nihanchi, and this is the one that I see done most often in a way that we've all talked about this and none of us are teaching it this way. Please make sure it is a parry. Remember the move in the form is the, okay, we are parrying. The most common error I see is as it comes in this and this. I know where it comes from because this is higher up in the Gion application, so that's where the error is coming from. But from here, this, you are not going to get a chin shot unless any of you have a pro boxing career that I don't know about. So, when you're coming in, outside hand parries. So I'm tighter and this hand is already there. The beauty when they're punching you, his eyes will track my face. So he's not going to see this coming. This is a bit more visible because you can see what I've loaded. So remember, you are parrying outside hand. Outside, back of the arm, up under the chin. And the other side, so parrying. Hey! The same as the pinky push for Chodan, for Nihanchis, outside hand parries, inside hand uppercuts. Okay. Parry out, shot on the inside.
Okay then, right, Nihanchi Samdan grab. Okay, this time it's a double wrist grab to here. Okay, so both hands are on one arm. Okay, in wrestling this is a 2-to-1. Okay, variations of grips there as well. So, my right hand, okay, I'm going to punch across. Now I've got to try, I can't just do this. Okay, if you've got any sort of tension from the person in front of you, it's not going to move. So I'm going to drop my hips, so I'm going to pivot my right foot towards my left. Again, I don't want to pivot both. I'm giving away an angle there. Okay, I'm going to drop this here and punch down. Okay, think of a superhero punch. And then I'm going to look to control the top set of knuckles here. I don't want to try and control the back because it's a little bit more awkward. I've got to control that. I can't control all of them because it's too much of a... Even if you have massive shovel hands, you're going to struggle to get both. Yep. So, drop, go down, and I get that weight transfer across. And now it's slightly off balance. Only for a second, the people will readjust really quickly and get control of this. Again, knuckles and thumb, not wrist. I'm not going to here and getting this because that's redundant because there they can have like grab both hands. So get into this and then I'll roll back. So think 90 piano Edan. And I'll roll back and then elbow to elbow, secure down. And I want to get this hand, you see it the opposite way, onto my hip so I can control there. And then do rising back fist to the face so I can snap to there. So again, you see it from the other angle a bit. Then 2-to-1. Transfer across, punch and get the hand straight up. So my hand's going to meet it. You go there. In, open and pull the hands into my body. So I don't want to do this. Okay? Use my body weight to shift. So my left shoulder's going to push across, down and pull it onto the hip, back fist to the face here. So opposite side, you have to see it a little bit better. Okay? Again, it makes no difference. This time, Laura's hand here, when I punch across, is at the top. Okay, so the bottom hand is the one I'm controlling. So it only matters which set of knuckles is pointing up. Okay? So from here, twist my foot in, cross, control the knuckles there, and again, into my chest, round, and here, look, I'm putting my weight down this way here. Control, back fist to the face this way here. So I'm locking this arm out as best as I can that way there. Okay? So onto here, chest is pushing down to this way here, knees bent so I can kick myself down. I want to lock it, look, immediately, the pressure on the arm is gone. Sorry, there, back fist to the face.
Sure, that's a normal sound.
Okay, so that's the grab for Nihanchi Samdan, so Nihanchi number 3. Okay, now the applications for Nihanchi Samdan punch. So single punch this time, so measure up if you need to. Ooh, side back. Okay. Right arm and leg back. Okay, the first thing that Laura's going to do is she's move off to the right. Hey! Okay, and she'll punch the elbow from there, so she controls the wrist. Look, there's a wrist rotation, and then punches into the elbow, and then applies all the pressure of the forearm across it. Trying to keep the fist on and push, it's easy to slip out. Whereas if it puts the forearm, if I even still wiggle, if I'm wiggling up, I'm actually putting myself into a more painful position. Okay? Then, just like all Nihanchis, you'll step in front, okay, keep more pressure on, and step across, there, okay, and then back fist the back of, drag the back of the arm. That's it.
It's symbolic, mostly that.
Yeah. So again, right arm, hey, steps off at an angle, grab, punch the elbow, up, step, bring it back, apply extra pressure, and then drag. Okay, we'll strike that.
You'll notice the lower you get in a stance, the more you have little shelves and stuff where you can put places. So as I'm coming across,
Hey!
I'm here and I'm here. As I start to turn, look here, you'll notice I'm already putting body into the movement. So what I'm not trying to do is stand out here and fight him with arms. Okay, I'm going to start putting body pressure on, and then when I step here, look, I'm going to create a little, I've trapped his hand between my ribs and my thigh, all the time putting pressure downwards. And here I can do what I like, really. The sweep down the arm is symbolic, because obviously when we first started, trusting people to smash on the elbow was not a good idea, really, because a lot of people didn't know how little it takes to pop an elbow. But make sure you stay tight to them, don't try and... yes, please. Hey! Don't try out here and think that I am going... I mean, okay. Yeah, nothing. Because he
Not that anyone would stand here like this anyway. But
yeah, but if you're... basically, this is my arm versus his arm. And, you know what I mean? Whereas if I start to step, now we're talking my weight versus his arm. We're here. And now if he tries to get up, I have the upper hand because I'm higher. Gravity is on my side. So I'm pushing down from above rather than trying to wrestle on the horizontal.
of course, there's always jiu-jitsu moves to get out of this. So like no knee moves or beat Brazilian jiu-jitsu to get out of it, because there's the inversions through and things like that. But
There is a way out of everything.
exactly. So with this, just try and think about you trying to get control as quickly as you can. So don't. Once you've got the idea of it, you need to get the speed up pretty quick. Hey!
Hey! Hey!
Okay, so that is the application for Nihanchi Samdan punch. Okay, so with all those applications we put out this week, we're going to do them in sections rather than throw them all out at once, because what will happen is you put loads out at once, people who watch the first 5 get bored and they'll want to watch the rest. Or you'll have to spend ages skipping through. So we've got these ones here, and then we'll keep adding. So we'll do some from basic forms next, and then we'll go up to the temple forms, and then we'll come down to some of the piano forms, and hope to get it all covered eventually before we all go back to normal.
Oh yeah, and if you are a partner at home, so it's going to sound really silly, try not to be awkward, because we've said this, there is a way out of everything, and you're quite right. But the truth of the matter is, from a self-defence point of view, of all these people who go, well, if they did this, then I'd just do that. Let's take Bassai as an example, and I'm not going to do this before you start getting flinchy. Okay, if I meet resistance here, boom! Now I'm going to meet complete and total compliance with everything that happens after that, but it kind of takes the fun out for me as a martial artist, because I have taken the easy shot every time. The difference between applications and self-defence. Applications are from the forms, self-defence is what I would actually do to save my life, and they're not the same thing at all. So please bear in mind, as a partner, try and stay prescriptive to start with, to get the concept into you, and then as you come across different people, if you have a concept, you can start changing it person to person, rather than coming up with a whole host of solutions for weird things that you may never come across.
Okay, thank you very much for watching the video. Again, thank you, Master Drayton, for your help today. We'll see you on the next video. Thank you very much. Bye.
Like,
Thank you.
subscribe, share, get it
Yes.
out there.
Thank you very much.